Hey guys, good evening. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Bridgie. Thanks a lot for joining me today. And I hope you're doing well with your family and your loved ones. Thanks a lot for stopping by. If you have not yet subscribed, there's a red button down there. And if you hit on the bell sign, you get notification whenever I post my videos. So I have a situation I want to share with you. You guys know I'm a social worker, so I deal with issues. All I do is to deal with issues because I am a problem solver. But I don't know if I will be able to solve this one. So that's why I'm bringing it to you guys to see what we can do. So this lady took to her Instagram page and, posted a bunch of images, pictures, and say, help me, this man left me and went to marry. My husband left me in India abroad. I went to marry someone in Nigeria. And she said, my story, and I had my husband of 10 years secretly married someone in Nigeria on the 4th of November 2020. My name is Mayowa Sholanke. I married Ibrahim Ojiabulu. So I become Mayowa Ojiabulu. This is my story. I have a doctorate degree and I am a pharmacist by profession. I live and practice pharmacy in the United States of America. I've been married to Abraham Ojiabulu for 10 years. I was introduced to him by a mutual friend in 2010 and I went from Florida, USA to visit him in Maryland, USA. The reason I had to be the one to go and visit him first is because his student visa had expired and he could not travel without valid documentation. Okay, is that something within the same country? Anyway, meanwhile, I have been in the USA and I've been a citizen already. So she said she's been in the US since 1997 and she had her first degree and her doctorate there. When I went to visit him, I was unhappy with the condition he was living in, someone else's storage basement. I was also very much attracted to him and we were already discussing over the phone before I traveled to see him. We got along and we got married shortly after. I had to fight for him so he can get the legal document to go back to school and be able to get employment. When we got married, we started a family and he also went back to school while I continued working. I put his name on everything that I own, including my bank account. Let me say that in slow motion. Bank accounts. All the accounts became joint accounts. We were blessed with 2 boys and we brought his mother to live with us since 2011, after which I also filed for her green card. While he completed his master's degree, we spoke about him getting employment. However, he could not get the kind of job he wanted and he was not ready to start small. In this Obodo, you're not ready to start small? Okay, let's read on. So in 2013, I was pregnant with my second child and I took money from my 401k retirement account to start a retail pharmacy business in the USA. Then I brought him as the clerk since he didn't seek employment. Later on, we started visiting Nigeria a lot and we used to stay in guest houses, but we later decided to get our own house and also business in Nigeria because he was part of a business in the USA. He started stealing huge money from the business and now he has bankrupted the business in the USA. Ooh. Meanwhile, we started having issues. His family members cost. I've always supported his family members since I met him, but I realized most of them also wanted to do nothing but depend on their rich uncle, in quotes, yeah? And they didn't understand fully the true owner of the wealth. I didn't have a problem with supporting him initially until I realized they were fine with living off us without doing their own thing. We were honestly always dashing out funds to them and I have bank statement to prove it. One time he was trying to bring in some of his nephews illegally into the USA without my knowledge. Then I found out. I was furious and stopped it because it can get us in trouble in the US and ruin our reputation, or the reputation we have labored hard to build, we have worked hard to build. This got on his wrong side of some of his family members. He visited Nigeria alone in January this year, and he was stuck in Nigeria because of COVID-19. He is still in Nigeria until now. Only for me to find out that he married someone in Nigeria on Saturday, 14th of November 2020. I was tipped by an unknown caller who told me that my husband was getting married in Edo State that day. I was devastated, and I had just started getting more information about the young lady whose name is Ella. As my lawyers investigate, he gave her a red Nissan pickup, red Lexus ES 350, a power bike, and a red Nissan Pathfinder SUV. Ah, this lady Hammer, Ella of life. Oh, sorry. Then he opened 3 shops for her and many more luxury with all my hard-earned money. Shineke. All these details are in the girl's social media page. Her pages are Flawless, Elebi, Ella's Glow, Ella's Bees, Logistic, and Ella's Week. Abraham Ajebulu bankrupt the US business that brings in the bulk of the money, started moving funds from our joint accounts, sold land, secretly got married in Nigeria while we are still legally married with 2 kids. And his family supported this too because they went for the wedding with him. Please, I need the world to hear my story. And that's why we're sharing it. Now, I married a man I loved, and I thought he loved me. Gave him everything I could and shared everything with him, only to realize that I was totally used. Yeah, and that's the picture of the woman. This is the picture of their family with him and the 2 children. And then the picture of the new bride, Ella, that's hammered. And she calls herself Mrs. A. And that's her Instagram handle, all of which she shared on her page. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Interesting, isn't it? This story is really, really interesting, as in, on the face of it, it looks like somebody that married for love. Because there are always two sides to the story, right? We don't know the man's story. But from what she's telling us, it looks like somebody that married for love. She was, earning more. She had papers. He didn't have anything. He just came as a student and his visa had expired. So she gave him everything, set him up and everything, and, turned around to do whatever he did. But then again, we don't know the other side of the story. What happened? For instance, she said that he was trying to bring people in. She said he was giving money to his family members and they were spending lavishly on them. He didn't want to work and she employed him. I wanted to know, because it's always good to know both sides of the story, right? So I wanted to know more about this story. So I reached out to this lady to say, well, somebody tagged me on it, because she tagged quite a few bloggers on this story, and one of my subscribers tagged me on it. And I reached out to her and I said, well, I need to know more, because you are telling the story, because when people tell the story, they always tell it from their own angle. But if you ask the man now, he will have his own side to tell, which is completely different from what she has said. I'm not saying that she lied or anything like that, because from what she said, the money is coming from her, right? She was basically the one that made him. But what I'm saying is that without hearing from the other side, you never know. You never ever know. But from what this lady has said so far, so I reached out to her and I said, can we talk about it? I'd like to know more, what you have said. I'm really intrigued by this story, because you're saying, basically you are saying that this man took your money, your hard-earned money, abandoned you in the US, even though you are legally married and went to marry someone in Nigeria. I want to know more about it. And she said, okay, she'll reach out to me, she'll talk to me, but she never did. She didn't come back. I understand that she has a lot on her plate. Finding out something like this happened with your, your husband, who is supposed to be in Nigeria for business and is locked down, or he's caught in Nigeria because of COVID-19 and cannot return. All of a sudden he's getting married. Obviously, he already had his plan. It's got nothing to do with being unable to return back to the US for whatever reasons, for COVID-19 or pandemic. This is something that was planned. Now, I don't know whether he played her or she, on the other hand, contributed to why it happened. But on the whole, this is a very messy situation. If what she's saying is true, that this man actually used her, she gave him paper, she gave him employment, she gave him money, and everything is hard-earned money, that he took it to Nigeria to go and set up another younger girl. You can see the picture of the younger girl, my Edo sister Ella, who is cashing out very seriously now. If this is true, then it's really, really sad. It's really, really bad. That means he probably just used her for her money. Never really loved her. And, somehow along the line, they had issues. And this brother decided to go back to Nigeria and go and cash out. Like, really start a new life for himself over there. But I'm just going to leave it here. I don't want to say too much, because I figure and I suspect that more is going to come out. Because anything I'm saying to you now will be an assumption. Like I said, I don't know more than what she's put out there. So let me not assume. Let's put this out there. Somebody will know them. She's been on social media. By the time I post this video, 24 hours later, 48 hours, somebody will definitely know about this situation and come forward. So if you know about this situation, or you are this lady, in reference that we're talking about, that your husband did this to you, please come and speak to us. And if you are the new wife, Ella, that is cashing out on another woman's hard-earned money, bear in mind that he has a wife in the US, so she's still legally married to him, so that nullifies your marriage. I don't know whether the man wants to live with you in Nigeria or he's planning to bring you in the US, but I tell you, that would be nearly impossible since he's still legally married to another woman. But if you feel like what she's saying is not completely true, like there's more to the story, from another angle, I'm very, very happy to hear it. My email address is linked down at the bottom of this video. Reach out to me, contact me, and let's talk about it. Guys, what do you think? This is the lady. I can imagine what she's going through, and she does have my sympathy, because it's like an SOS message for somebody to come on social media and post this and say, this is what this man did to me. She put all her information, her name and everything out there. And bearing in mind that they have children, it hurts. It would definitely, she will be hurting. And that's why I understand why she's not come back to me. But I tell you, there's going to be a part 2 of this story. But for now, I'm just going to leave it here. If you know more about this situation, reach out to me. I would love to hear from you. I always like to hear from both sides of the story, because it's always better to have a balanced view of the situation. But for now, I'm just going to leave it here. Leave me your thoughts and your comments in the comment section, and I'll speak to you guys in my next one. Thanks a lot, guys, for watching. I love you, and God bless you.